Welcome, Nina. I am so happy to have you here. How are you today?
Hello, thank you so much for having me on your show. Hello, everybody who is listening. So nice to connect with you all. I'm
It's,
great. I'm
it-
so excited for this interview.
it's truly, truly a pleasure. I'm also so excited. Like my heart is pumping enormously. And let's start with your story. I am opening a stage for you. Would you like to share your life story with us, please?
Yes, definitely. A few years ago, I was working in marketing, doing marketing campaigns for Fortune 500 companies, so small businesses in Austria, Germany, also in Switzerland and in Europe. And then I got very sick. And I was looking for a cure for my pain. I had enormous pain in my belly. I had the cramps. Every time when I had a cramp, I was paralyzed for 1 hour from pain. And I did all blood tests, all body scans, nothing showed why I have pain. And there was a moment at hospital. They told me it's going to take us years to find the root cause of your problem. And my whole world collapsed. I couldn't live without pain one more day. I left the hospital crying and I was like, it must be a solution out there. Maybe that's not something that traditional medicine can help me with, but maybe the solution is something outside because my body was telling me something, but I couldn't understand what. So on my way home, I scheduled a call with an energy healer in LA. And within 2 sessions, I was pain free for the first time after 18 months. And that changed my whole life. I was like, oh my God, I want to know what you know. I want to be able to help myself anytime I need it. I never ever want to rely and beg somebody for help. And this is how I started learning about energy healing and practicing it to help myself to get my life back. And when people saw my transformation, they reached out to me to help them. And all of a sudden, they started referring me their friends and family members, and I was booked weeks in advance. And then I realized this is not a hobby anymore. This is a business. And while I was building my healing business, I realized that so many other healers are struggling to build their businesses. They've struggled to attract clients, to create offers, and start helping them. They were my friends. And they start getting results. And all of a sudden, I realized that my biggest healing powers are my marketing skills to help healers. I understand their pain. I'm them, they are me. We are like basically one person. And I decided to shift from doing marketing for Fortune 500 companies for small business owners, like especially coaches and healers, for a very specific reason, because when you help Fortune 500 company make more money, nothing really changes in life. But when you help a single mom with 3 kids provide for her family and be able to stay at home, watch her kids grow, and have enough, more than enough to provide for the kids' education, for all amazing things, that is really impactful. And not only that, because when you heal and help others heal, there's a huge ripple effect in society. And this is why I'm doing this work.
Your story deeply touched my heart. We connected a while ago before this interview. And I will be honest, I felt that beautiful soul connection right away with you. Uh, I know you are in healing, if I may say business, industry, however we want to call that. But your energy is so beautiful and mesmerizing. It's like I'm speaking to an angel on earth.
Mhm.
And we had a very similar experience in healing. But what you are doing is a true like purpose. Do you feel like you've discovered the purpose? Do you feel like what I'm saying is actually what people are feeling when they encounter you?
First of all, I want to say a few words about our meeting. First time when we met for half an hour, but we spent 2 hours talking and getting to know each other. It was such a pleasure, and I felt so honored and blessed to meet you. And I felt so honored to do this interview with you. And for me, I would just say that I definitely discovered my purpose. At the beginning of my career, I was trying to differentiate myself. Like I was like, I'm going to put my marketing personality in one box and my healer personality in one box. And I realized I was lost between these two worlds because I'm a healer, I'm a marketing like expert for coaches. And I realized that I cannot really live without one of these skills because these are my superpowers. Because very often, like, yes, we help people with businesses, but sometimes we have a bigger me problem than business problem, and we have to help healers and our clients to really overcome themselves, their limiting beliefs, their fears, their doubts, so that we can help them with their businesses. And I will definitely say I found my purpose. I'm so in love with this work because it changes people's lives. You know, just the healing itself, it's it's beautiful to watch. Not only the person transforms, but their family transforms too. And they're like, there's a huge ripple effect in society. And my mission with this work is this is my give back to amazing healers who helped me throughout my healing process. This is I want to help them so they can help more people, and together we can serve humanity better.
And this is so beautiful. And I believe we all meet with a reason. What would you say are the most beautiful and the most challenging things that you encountered on this journey?
The most beautiful things, being as a healer or a marketing
Well, both. You are both.
Yeah, I would say the biggest challenge I had in my business when I started my healing business was two things. First, myself, and the second, um, doing what everybody else in the industry is doing, and I will explain why. First, I became a healer. I kept a secret to myself. I was so scared to post on social media. Oh my God, what my clients are going to think about me, what my colleagues, my bosses are going to think about me, all kind of things. And one of my clients encouraged me to post on LinkedIn that I'm a healer now. And I posted on LinkedIn after 1 year that I have my healing business. I was terrified. And 7 days after I did it, I got a card from my bachelor's and master thesis mentors. And she's also dean at university. And she was one of my first bosses. And she wrote me a card, and in the card, she says, "It looks like you found your calling. What can you wish for more? Congratulations." And that moment made me cry like a little baby. I cannot explain to anybody, but I cry for days because I realized the only person standing in my way is me. And if I want to build business, I need to overcome myself, my fears, my doubts, my limiting beliefs, so I can be a role model for my clients. And the second thing, the second biggest challenge was that I was doing what everybody else in the industry was doing, selling one-on-one sessions. And it was great when I was like doing that as a hobby, and then I became a mother. I I had a kid. My kid never slept. I was overworked, overstretched, exhausted, and I had clients to serve. And I remember vividly holding my kid in one arm. She was 4 months old, and typing an email to my client with the other arm and asking myself, is that all that is going to be? Like, because I was working more than in my corporate job, having less money, less time, bearing more risk. And it didn't make any sense to have that company. But at the same time, I had to make a decision, should I go back to my corporate job or continue with this work? And I remember my daughter was 4 months old, and I freaked out to leave my kid with a stranger. That that terrified me. And even a thought that somebody is going to be in control of my time and somebody is going to decide when I'm going to see my child, how much time I can see her, freaked me out. And also my aging parents, they live in another country, and I didn't want to miss any precious moments with them. My dad is sick. I want to be able to visit them whenever I need that. And I promised myself to make this business work. And I did. I remember the first thing what I realized was if you want to be successful in the healing industry, you have to do the opposite what everybody else is telling you. Because if you know the facts that 82% of coaches fail within the first 2 years, you cannot copy everybody. You really need to do the opposite what everybody else is doing. And I started to really, like, I went from having one-on-one sessions, my calendar looked like a mess, my whole life was a mess. And I couldn't find such a flexible babysitter who could come a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon, a little bit in the evening. I was freaking out. And I just changed everything by creating a high ticket course. And this is how everything took off.
I was listening while you were saying this now and just remembering everything was happening to me also. We all experience these kinds of challenges, but what's very beautiful is that you overcame all of that. What inspires you? What fuels your growth and the wish to help more people?
You know, very often I think this mission is not about me and you. This mission is about humanity. It's a much bigger mission than we think it is. And it's really about helping other people see potential in themselves and seeing amazing client transformations. That's priceless. That's the most beautiful gift you can ever get when you see the transformation, when single mom of 3 kids who had to leave kids with their grandparents and move to another country and living in 18 places in 4 years just to provide for her kids is finally able to stay at home and provide for her kids and watch them grow. That's the transformation that is worth more than anything. And that's the story that keeps you motivated. That's the stories that and the messages you get from people thanking you either for healing or for marketing, whatever that is really what pushes me forward to do this work.
And what you said, it's a ripple effect.
Yes.
When we help one person, they became better for their family and their neighborhood, and it's unstoppable force, which I love so much. Nina, you have a book coming out soon, right? Would you like to tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, that book is also my gift to amazing healers. It's called Healing Millions. Heal, earn, and impact millions doing the work you love. Even if you start from scratch, you have no audience and business experience. And I'm teaching people step by step how to set up their own healing business, um, using proven methods with ease and clarity. I give them like templates, I give them resources, audiobook with that book because I really want them to implement what I'm teaching there. And it has like I'm teaching 4 steps. It's all about clarity,
Mhm.
create, sell, scale. And the most people are stuck in clarity. Most people have, oh my God, I feel pulled in 1,000 directions. I don't know what to do with my business. And the biggest reason is because we are not clear what we want. We know what other people want for us. We know what our best friend wants for our business, what our colleague wants for our business, what our mentors wants for our business. But what do we want? How we want our business to be is very few people ask themselves that question and like set the business around that serves your life and provides for your life. And then the second step is all about creating an offer. I call the offer an illuminated offer. And the reason for that, because when people go through very dark period of their life, every single word we say to them matters. And every single word we say to them can transform their life. And our offer needs to really illuminate like beautiful, positive energy to attract people and really show people what is possible for them if they take action. And also, I'm sharing in the book how to create your illuminated world where people feel welcome, where people feel like, I want to stay here, I want to pay, stay, and refer you again and again. And many healers are going to say, but when I'm done with healing with my clients, I want them to leave. And the biggest problem here, what I see with healing clients is they cannot continue work on them like on their own. They need support. And that's why it's so important that we create that world that provides people continuous support. Because if people could change on their own and transform their life on their own, they would have done it by now because nobody wants to live in pain and trauma. A lot of times people stand themselves in the way and they have a lot of fears, a lot of doubts. unsupportive environment, and they are not only dealing with their own fears, but there are like a lot of judgments around them. They have problems with family members and other people around them, and they really need somebody to hold their hand as they heal and to help them build the sustainable habits to continue that transformation. And this is what I'm teaching in book, how to create that illuminated offer. And the third step is about selling. And a lot of people are scared about selling. And I think, to be honest, I was scared too until I realized that selling is really helping your clients solve the biggest problem. They're praying and hoping to get solved. It's an act of service and help. And marketing is just your tool to help that message across. And if you have a solution to somebody's pain, it is your responsibility to share it with the world. That's why we have these amazing gifts and talents to help people, and we cannot keep it to ourselves. And selling is really just helping people make better decisions. And many people feel like, oh my God, if I take money for my services, I feel so bad. I'm helping people taking money for that. The truth is, if people don't spend money on life transformation, they will spend money on habits that brought them in this situation where they're stuck. That's it. If they don't spend money with you, they will spend money on something else that, if they will not change. And we want people to change. We want people to have amazing life. And the fourth step is all about scaling in the way that works for you. And I'm teaching that also in the book. And it's like I had this like I will call it like a misconception about scaling, because before I became a healer, my husband and I had an advertising agency, and we worked with 1,800 freelancers every single month. It was a lot. And when I started my healing business, I said, like, I don't want to have business that scale. Like, it's too much for me. I want to keep it simple, until one of my mentors said, scaling is increasing profit per employee. And that changed my whole like perception, because it's not really about having bigger team, bigger audience. It's having better offers and having better world for my clients. And that changed everything for my business. Yeah, this is what I'm teaching in the book, and I'm super excited. I'm giving this book, yeah, because and everything what we collect from book launch, we are going to donate to Children's Hospital in Vienna, St. Anna Children's Hospital. And yeah, we are like I'm helping healers, they are helping kids.
This
That's
is
the mission.
just just like mic drop. It's so beautiful. I can't wait to read it. Like everything you said resonated with me so deeply. We share the same mission, helping people do what they love. And you have another layer on top of that is actually helping people, helping more people, which is so beautiful. Um, did your life influenced this book, the experiences you had, your
Yes,
own healing journey?
definitely. I share my ups and downs. It's a really honest story about how I started my business, what worked well, what didn't work well, why it didn't work well. And I also share my story about like facing a lot of judgments when I became a healer, because let's be honest, not everybody knows what energy healing is. And people in Europe are still not open to that, like people in the States. And there's a lot of judgments, and a lot of people ask me like, why did you leave successful marketing career to become a healer? That's not even a real job. You're just talking to a camera, you're just waving your hands, you're talking to friends on phone all day, you're not doing anything. It's like, it's not really like that, but it's okay if you can think whatever you want. And there's still a lot of misconceptions about energy healing. And yeah, I share that honestly in the book and how I overcame all of that. And I also give tips how for people to really help them overcome challenges.
I believe that not only books, but everything that people like you create are making this world a little bit better place. Because as a light worker, you are light for everyone who comes along your way, like just like I did. So I know you have a membership also. Would you like to share a little bit about that, please?
Yes, I have a membership. It's also called Healing Millions.
Mhm.
It's a really an amazing support for healers. And the reason why I set up the membership was when I started my healing business, I felt like a lonely alien who just landed on planet Earth. And it was like that. I was like, I was trying to build something. I had that passion to change the world, but not everybody understood it. Not everybody was accepting. Not everybody was open to it. And I had it burning desire inside of me to change something. And to be honest, I would not be able to stand in front of you and tell you this story if I wasn't like so deeply passionate about the topic, and if I didn't surround myself with amazing people where it felt normal to have a business. Because if you're trying to build a business in very unsupportive environment, it's going to die. It's like a cactus. Cactus lives perfectly in desert, but it dies when it's too much water. The same is with the business idea. You need to surround yourself with amazing people around you. And this is why I have this membership. It's also business coaching, but it's also mindset and healing. And very often people need healing and mindset to really overcome their own challenges. Like you can have the best strategy in the world, the best funnels, and like very often, like if you don't have the right mindset, you will sabotage that. You will subconsciously sabotage the whole
It's not
business.
going to work. It's not
Yeah,
going to work.
it really starts with like the right mindset, and to have the right mindset, you need to heal parts of you and to overcome yourself. And also, I teach you strategies step by step so you can implement that. And that's another give back to
That's
community.
another give back to the humanity. Any new exciting projects coming up after the book release?
Yeah, actually, the book is going to be released hopefully in November.
Mhm.
And the next year, I'm planning an amazing event in Vienna. It's going to be a live event where we help people really set up their own businesses in really having everything ready for them, like bringing amazing mentors, coaches from all around the world to help them really make the biggest shifts within 3 days. It's going to be in a beautiful building in Vienna. It's almost like it looks like a castle. It's a castle. And it's just to provide people with the best transformations, because I think the fastest way to transform somebody's life is through an event, because you get together with people and you exchange energy. You see that it's okay to have a business. There are others who do the same thing as you do. They have the same challenges. Maybe they have a bigger or smaller problems than you, but we are on the same boat. We are doing the same
Exactly.
thing, and it's okay. And this is where the biggest transformation happens. And that's the something I'm looking forward in 2025.
So beautiful. Um, and for the end, is there one thing that you would like people to hear, which you believe might actually transform their lives?
Yeah. You know, the God, the universe, the source, however you want to call it, gave you these amazing skills to serve humanity and do something with them. If the universe believed in you, because the universe has much bigger picture than you and me, it knows the whole story of yours. If universe believed in you, why would you have a doubt in yourself? You have to believe in yourself, that you are surrounded with amazing help, amazing support, and that you can achieve and have a life and business you want and that makes your soul smile and your family proud. You need to believe in yourself and take action steps.
So beautiful. Thank you, Nina. If someone would like to reach out to you or work with you, what would be the best way?
The best way would be to go to my website, ninamaglic.com. I have free resources. I have free videos every single week teaching people how to implement marketing, how to do some healing stuff on them. And I share a lot of things on my website, ninamaglic.com, or Instagram, I'm Nina Maglic, or my YouTube channel, Nina Maglic.
We will leave
And
the comments. We will
yeah,
leave the links in the comments below. Thank you
thank
so
you.
so much for being my guest. I truly enjoyed like every second of spending here with you, and I hope you did too.
Thank you so much. It was beautiful. Thank you so much for inviting me to be on your show. And for everybody who was listening today, keep shining your light, because the world does need that love and light inside of you more than ever. Thank you so much for being here today with
Thank
us.
you, Nina. Bye.
Bye.